like that. I know that very well. That one was on the very ship. That was the one that was on. I think it belonged to John Jacob Astor. They tried to make him a hero.
It did.
Named a little section of town after him, everything. Oh, he was a hero, all right. Read that story closely. Read through how the cover-up over the years. Read for the fact that the captain came and whispered into John Jacob Astor's ear, I know that you're a gentleman, and I know that I can share this with you because we may need your help to keep order. We do not have enough lifeboats for everyone, and basically all of us are going to die. So we got to get our wives on board those boats before all the Irish downstairs in third class figure out there's not enough boats to knock all them bitches out the way to get themselves and their luggage on there. You know, some of the Irish are, they're worse than fucking blood. Well, they're bad. They're bad. Anyway. John Jacob Astor, hearing this little bitty tidbit of news, quit playing on the little mechanical horse inside the gymnasium with his little trophy bride he just married and knocked up in Europe, and now she's 4 months pregnant, getting her back to America. It's already going to be hard as hell with that ruthless family for her kid to get a little piece of pie. Could you imagine? It'd be like Melania Trump with the Trump family. Could you imagine leaving your kid alone with that family to babysit you? Here, Ivanka, watch my boy for me. Yeah, right. Anyway, John Jacob Astor finds out this little tidbit of news.
I'm trying to read it.
Well, I'm about to tell you what you're about to read. Anyway, goes back into the little gymnasium and decides that they think that they'll take a seat on the first lifeboat getting loaded after all. Yeah, they were going to wait for a while till it got a little closer for a ship to get there, and then they could just step right off onto a lifeboat onto the next ship. They were so certain the Titanic. Anyway, once he heard that little tidbit of news, he said, come on, honey, we got to get on the boat. He goes to the lifeboat to get on. One of the first, nobody wanted to get on these little lifeboats at first, but now Astor knows this news, so he's trying to break out before it's common knowledge. So when he gets back to America, he said, I had no clue. I didn't know. Knowing the captain was honorable enough to die, but not him. Not him. Anyway, gets better. He goes to the lifeboat. Just pick one of 16 little stations or whatever. He goes where light tower. Officer light tower is the officer in charge. Has no fucking clue who John Jacob Astor is. The only officer on the boat that didn't know this was the richest man in the world. Told him he had to get off the boat. No, you can't stay in there with your wife. Well, she's pregnant. I've asked her, you dumbass. You don't think we've read the papers about you leaving your wife and marrying this woman that was 18 years old and down knocking her up? We already know. I know she's pregnant, but you don't need to be in that boat. There's plenty of people to help her. Now get your ass out. Enough witnesses around to know that the story would have been in New York that he did get thrown off a boat but figured out how to get on another one. Although he didn't know that there weren't enough life. All right. That's the true story. But he was such a hero. They made him richest man in the world dies in the ocean trying to save others. He saved a few others, put a few people on the lifeboats. They swept that part of the story under the rug, right about, having that little inside trade knowledge and then hopping on a boat. They didn't put that part out there. You have to read 2 or 3 books. It's not in A Night to Remember, trust me. It's not in all those respected books about stuff. You have to read a little bit deeper. Now you find out that we have a part of town called Astor's Place, named after a coward. You know what? They take